Okay, here I am. I'm going to post another video for my channel. I use a lot of content from
This is where
YouTube,
the video ends. Pretty
but
much the postmaster just walked away from her after giving her Agent 16 and just walked away. And the cop disappeared. She turned the camera back around. She gave a big speech about she wanted to give a good review and so on. And she turned the camera back on to, like, I guess, to talk to the officer. He walked away. Yo, listen to me. I saw the first part of this video and I said, look, here she is being a bitch again. Listen, I'm not going to knock the guy, okay? The guy did not want to be on her recording, so he put his hand up. So what? She still got her stamp. How could you bitch about the fact that he put his hand up? You heard her make that comment. Get your hand out of my face. You got your hand, well, she had her camera in his face, and she's bitching about him having his hand in her face. Yo, it's just crazy. And then the postmaster goes and calls the cop. Instead of coming out while the cop is there to help him, he can't do shit without the person who called making a final complaint. Hey, this is what, I told her to leave, which she didn't tell her to leave, but she didn't even come out to help the cop to give him ammunition to fight her. She came out smelling like a rose on this one. And I'll say this again, I think we've all said it. Postmasters and postal employees do not really know shit about Postal 7. Isn't that something?
well said.
Something that pertains to their job, rules and regulations. And the frauditors know more about Postal 7 than they do. All right, guys, enough of my ranting. Let me know what you think about this video. But let's jump into the next one, guys.
Okay, so what he's doing is he's talking about different things. And of course, he's making a point. If you're going to call the police and then the police arrive and then you leave and you hide, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Can I actually have a second stamp, sir?
Here is that lady's encounter that he's referring to.
Can you ask Paula to come here so I can, I just had a concern I wanted to tell her about.
Absolutely will.
See if I can nickel it down.
And she's been this way the whole time.
Ray.
I'm cutting out a lot of this, but she's just raising hell
Why
like
are
a
you
frauditor.
acting like that? You don't know the rules and regulations of the post office? You really don't? How long have you worked here, Ray?
19 years.
And you don't know that? Are you kidding me? Did I ever say I was filming? Did I ever say I was filming?
Can I get anything else for you?
Can you get your hand out of my face? I feel intimidated, and you're also,
Between us.
you are.
Did you catch that, guys? Get your hand out of my face. Mind you, there is a glass in between them. And she has the audacity to tell that man, get your hand out of my face, while she has her camera in his face. Ain't that some shit?
You're interfering with my story, Ray, so please stop doing so. I'm trying to.
Okay, these frauditors have definitely gone way too far. The problem is their managers don't back them up. Okay? So I'm also blaming the managers of the post office. Here we got another situation. Frauditor.
One postage stamp, please.
One postage
one
stamp.
side.
You cannot have that camera on me. You cannot have that camera.
Who said it's a camera? Honey,
If you're on FaceTime.
honey, you're a public employee. You need to.
No, I'm a
Can I have my?
federal government employee.
Yeah,
You cannot
that's a
have
public.
that on me.
Can I have my stamp, please?
Teresa,
Where's your name tag?
I don't have to have a name tag.
How am I supposed to give my survey?
You are not my boss.
How am I? I never said I was your boss.
Yeah, you did.
Can I have your name so I can conduct my survey?
One thing about frauditors, they
Can I have a
lie.
receipt too? And can you circle the survey? If you don't want
They
to give your
lie.
name, can I have your employee ID number, whatever you guys have?
No, you cannot.
I can't. Is your postmaster here?
Absolutely. Teresa.
You act that way in front of your postmaster? So you'll give Teresa's name, but not your own?
I'm not going to.
You aren't required to wear. So, Teresa, I see you have your ID. Why doesn't she have a name tag, and why is she treating me that way?
Well, you kind of came in here kind it's strange. What
Well,
did you do?
but she might think it's strange. I've never said I'm filming or not. Now, whether you assume so. Hey, it looks like a lot of things. You swerving on the road, it looks like you're drunk driving. Doesn't mean you're drunk, though. You could be texting.
You in here with a camera, you're holding it.
Well, it's just a cell phone. Most of us carry cell phones. But she wouldn't give me her name so I can do my survey.
Of course
But
she
also-
wouldn't give her name. You're a creep.
Well, I want to let them know about the poor service she gave me. But as postmaster, do you understand I do have the right to do this if I'm filming?
We ask that you don't, but if that's what you choose to do, go ahead and do it.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, notice that the supervisor says, well, we ask that you don't, but if you want to, go ahead. She has not read Poster 7. Okay? So these frauditors are really getting out of line. They're getting into people's business. They're upsetting things. Guys, we're going to have to educate the post offices because the managers are not backing up their clerks. Not at all.
can I buy one postage stamp, please?
Is there a reason why you're recording, or are you recording?
Oh, I can't answer that question, but if I were to be recording, it'd just be to document my business. You know, same reason you guys are, I guess, right?
That's a flippant answer.
55 cents, please.
50. Can I get a receipt, please?
Yeah, she's going to print one up, jackass.
Thank you. And what was your name, honey?
I don't have to answer that.
You don't want to answer that so I can give you a good survey? Oh, that's rude. Is your postmaster here?
She's not going to give her a
Or
good survey.
supervisor?
Not going to happen. No, not going to happen.
So she doesn't want to give me her name so I could give her a good survey.
And you're not going to give her a good survey.
She ain't getting a good one anymore.
That's the
She
problem.
did give me a heart sticker, though.
No. So let's see if the manager backs her up.
Do you guys normally not have name tags? Is that just how it goes here? Oh, you see why they should, though.
Here's the manager.
Samantha. Okay, so I just bought a stamp from the woman at the end there. And then you know how you guys give the survey? Like, I could tell she was kind of pissed at me for some reason. She asked if I was filming. I said, well, I don't have to say whether I am or not really, but if I am, I document my business. Sure. And then I pay for my stuff, and it's fine. And then I just ask her name so I can fill out the survey, because I like to do that. And she didn't want to identify it all. I'm just wondering if that's normal behavior.
No, that, technically she should have a name tag on, so, but no, yeah, that's not,
Good job, manager.
Heidi. Yeah, I mean, I literally, it went well.
yeah.
Obviously, what I'm doing is a First Amendment audit. I gave an
Okay, the manager just threw the employee under the bus as they always do. You know, as long as the managers are letting this go on, it's going to go on. And we have poor management in the post offices, poor management among the police. I mean, this nonsense going to keep going on. Okay? And it's going to get worse.
So I can buy my stamp and be on my way. They're refusing to sell me a stamp because I want to record my transaction.
Okay.
So I'm just looking to buy my stamp. I was up at the line. Matter of fact, the station manager, can I just get your name and badge number so I know I'm talking to?
Yeah, Deputy Gomez and 867.
Appreciate that, sir. My name's Jason.
Nice to meet you,
Pleasure to
Jason.
meet you, sir. So the station manager, Sean, came out and said, you're not allowed to be here unless you have business. And I said, I do. I was online. I said, I do have business. I'm here to buy.
Okay, what he neglected to tell the policeman that he was in the back of the post office in a restricted parking lot. Yeah, and they had signs that said authorized vehicles, which he is not, and authorized personnel. Anyway, he has been trespassing, and they told him not to trespass. But he lied about that when he reported it to the cop.
I stamp. He said, okay, well, if you have business, see you later. We went in the back and told everybody to shut down the counter and stop serving customers.
No, he did not tell people to stop serving customers. He told you to leave a restricted area.
Solely because you guys are recording?
Solely because I'm standing here with a camera.
Okay.
That's it.
No, that's not true. Again, Jason Gutter Trash, old rectum face, is lying again. Lie like a rug, you do.
Are you violating any of their rules or anything like
No,
that?
you know what? Let's say I'd like to show them to you.
I'll
Well, I'll come with you. Yeah. I want to show you, just let's, you and I.
Can you give me a second, just please? My partner's gonna be here.
Okay.
We can manage.
So
Talking to them.
here, do this then. You see the wall right there where the conduit's coming down?
Okay.
If you make right there, make a left, okay? And they have something on the wall that's called Poster 7.
Okay.
And it is the rules and regulations governing conduct
And you have yet to read it entirely.
on postal property.
Perfect.
And
that's
there's a paragraph on video and photographs.
And that paragraph, you have yet to read that entirely.
Okay.
So we have express permission based on their own policy,
And that is a lie.
rules, and regulations to take video inside
And that's
the
what
line.
I'm gonna confirm. I mean, of course, I'm not an employee for the postal office.
All right.
So I just.
No, this is good for you too, because the next time you get into this situation, you'll have
Exactly.
the information.
And then I'll go from there.
And your partner's here.
And then, if I know this is not a private business, but if they have any rights to refuse service to anyone, and if you,
Okay, the post office actually is a private business. It's a private organization, but they have a government contract for government mail, and they have, they have the means to process on behalf of the government. So, believe it or not, and people aren't aware of this, but the post office is a private entity. Okay. Now, one thing about the police is, and this is what I was taught at the police academy. What you want to do is you want to separate the opposition from each other, interview them independently, and then come to a course of action.
you fall into that category and they refuse to service to you,
Being that it's public property and I'm here to conduct official business, the only
So,
way
and
that
that's-
the only way they could trespass me from the property is if I committed a
and
crime.
that is what I'm gonna go find out.
Okay, very good. I
So fair
appreciate
enough.
it.
I
Absolutely.
will do my due diligence and figure everything
And if
out.
there's any confusion about Poster 7, I'd be happy to take a look at it
Well,
with you.
they're the ones that should know better.
No,
I mean,
trust me, they don't read their rules and
They-
interpret it yourself because they don't know their
What was
rules.
the name of the manager that you talked to?
You stay right there, Sean. Let me just show you. Now your partners are here.
So why don't you stay with my partner and then go talk to
I
them?
just want to point out to you that.
Listen to me, sir. Just listen to me. If you go inside, it's gonna create a bigger commotion.
Let's not make it.
So, okay, sir. Oh, Jesus.
Sir, it's right here. I just want to point that out to you, that's all.
Can you please step outside and then talk to us?
I just want to point out the rules.
Can you please go outside and we'll talk?
Absolutely. And yes, we can. You told me after on camera.
He's trying to separate the opposing parties, okay? That's what they're doing. That's what we were taught. That seems to work better than the opposition. You don't want them fighting and stuff like that. They're going to fight, but what you want to do is you have a better chance of resolving things by separating them and talking to them separately.
Can you please go outside and I will make sure that I...
Okay. Just do the right thing. On your
No,
own.
you're not doing the right thing. The cop is attempting to do the right thing.
Absolutely. Oh, there's no threat. There's nothing going on. They're just having a simple discussion.
No, you're not having a simple discussion.
The men in green are here to save you. What county is this? Washington? Washoe? Washoe?
Yeah, I think it's
I
Wash.
can only see the WAS. So I hope the Washoe County sheriffs don't earn themselves a lawsuit here.
And
I
he
really
will
hope
sue
they do
them.
the right thing. Let us go back in.
He goes to sue people. That's what he does. Again, you can't trust anything he says because he lies constantly, even when he doesn't have to. But he always look for a lawsuit. He's generating a lot of money now. Okay, he's got a lot of subscribers, so he's got a lot of money rolling in, and he's basically gets settlements is what happens. Okay, I don't know if I'm actually winning a lawsuit, but certainly getting settlements because sometimes it's cheaper to settle than to win.
I am not interested in suing them. That's not why we're here.
That is why you're there, and you're a liar.
My ultimate goal today is to buy a stamp and be.
No, you don't come there to buy a stamp. You come there to kick up some dirt, rectum face. I mean, let's face it. Do you need a camera to buy a stamp? I mean, if you're really interested in stamps, why don't you buy a whole roll of them?
Allowed to exercise my rights. But if they're going to violate my rights, then that's the way it'll have to go. I've given them every opportunity. I've pointed out the rules and regulations to them. They're inside speaking with the station manager, and they're going to do what they want.
And you lied about it, of course,
Hopefully they
as
choose
usual.
the right path. We shall see. Stand by. Plus, she got a midway order. She can't be held back.
I'm not all that.
I would love to have a conversation, because if you understood what I'm doing, you would support me 100%.
No,
Understand their plight, I would be.
he's bothering
I'm
people.
advising you right now that if you do ask me to leave, you're violating my
Looking at the
rights.
same piece of paper that
I've
you
read this.
just
Tell me what.
Let me
question
back
you
up
have.
just a little bit.
So,
Plenty of case law, so we'll see what these gentlemen.
You don't study case law and you're not a lawyer.
one of the postmasters here in town.
Okay.
Spoke with the branch manager.
Yes, sir.
Right, I believe you already spoke with him.
I did.
He asked you guys to leave earlier. And
No, actually, I'll tell you what he said. He came out. It's all on camera.
Can I get my side of the
Well, you
story?
give me bad information. I just want to correct what you
I'm
just
just
said.
telling you what he told us.
Well, I want to tell you what really happened. What
Okay, and this is what he's doing.
I hate it.
Okay, this is what he's doing.
No. I don't want to hear it. Eugene. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, that's what this guy's doing, the same thing. I can't hear you, blah, 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 blah.
he did was he came out and he said, you can't be here unless you have official business. And I said, I'm here to buy a stamp.
Right.
He said,
No.
well, if you're here to buy a stamp, fine. Then he went back into the back room.
No, that's not what
Their
happened.
concern is, and we have it, it's posted up there on the wall, like, as far as recording or photographing inside.
Expressly permitted.
Right? You can't do it in an area where you can see the financial transactions being taken.
No, but I can document my own transactions.
So,
No.
they've asked us, okay, they said they're cool with you guys recording.
I can't hear when my camera's off. So you gotta
I
give me
can't
one
hear
second.
you, I can't hear you.
Well, I can't hear you when my
Alright,
camera's
well, I'm
off.
recording. So, out here and in the foyer right there.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Out here and in the foyer.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's not up to them. It's up to the rules and
It says
regulations.
it
It says lobbies. No, it doesn't. It says lobbies, foyers. That's not what it says. It says lobbies, hallways, foyers, anywhere that's publicly accessible.
right now.
Sir, I've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah, right here.
And the Supreme Court has ruled on this, and if you
No, they
violate my
haven't.
rights, you're going to get sued.
No, I'm not
And I'm
violating
advising you right
anything.
now
I'm
that if you
advising
do
you right
ask
now.
me to leave, you're
I'm
violating my
looking at the
rights.
same piece of paper that you
I've
just
read this.
pointed out to me.
Tell me what question you have about that. I'll explain it to you. Tell me what issue
No
you
one's
have.
asking you to leave.
Tell me what issue you have, and I'll explain it to you.
No one's asking
You want to
you.
hear both sides of the story?
No.
Is your job mandate?
The issue is, like I said before, they're concerned.
Okay, this guy will not shut his hole, and he's doing that for a reason. Of course, he does not want them to hear the other side. Okay, he's in the wrong. He knows that. He's doing this deliberately.
Is you getting accidentally or on purpose?
I am not interested in
people's
anybody
financial
else's.
transactions.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, and you record VIN numbers and you record people's names and addresses off. Yeah, you're a liar, and we've seen in previous videos that yes, he is interested in other people's personal information, and he puts it on YouTube.
Interested in
This
any of
is
that.
the name.
I'm going to go back in and buy my stamp.
No.
I'm telling you guys that right
Do you
now.
want this? This is the name of the postmaster.
Got it.
This is her phone number. This is for you.
I'm not interested in
And
this
if,
stamp.
you,
I got it.
if you're gonna
Thank you.
if you're gonna film, you need to request permission
No.
from the postmaster.
No, that's hanging right on the wall. It's hanging right on the wall.
As it states on the rule that
That
you
is not
pointed out to
accurate.
me.
No, I am a member. Listen, I'm filming this for
So-
news purposes.
So
Okay,
you
and I
are-
am
you
expressing
want this.
That's a
Did you
lie.
read what that says? It says lobbies, hallways, foyers,
permission.
corridors. No, it
Yes, my
doesn't. It
partner.
says other photographs that are other than news purposes. Photographs need permission.
Would this
Read
be,
what it
Would this
says.
be other than news photographs?
No, this is for news purposes.
No, it's
I am
not.
gathering information for the public, which gets disseminated to the public.
Yes, you're correct.
I know I'm correct.
No.
Are you
And
part
I'm
of
not
a-
trying to give you a hard time, but I'm not
Are
going
you
to.
part of a news agency?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not part of a news agency. You're just a jackass. Oh, yeah, I know I'm correct. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. That is a crock of shit.
Yes, sir.
What news?
When I see what decision you make as far as what I'm allowed to do here, I will give you all my information.
Sounds good.
But I'm going to let you make your decision first. I don't want to taint your thinking.
Would you like to take a picture of the rules that you pointed out to me?
I know the rules. Do you know the Supreme Court has ruled on those rules?
No.
And do you know that the Department of Homeland Security issued a memo in
With the
2018?
permission,
Sir,
we have provided
do you know that the
we have
Department of
provided you the
Homeland
phone number.
Yeah, they issue a lot of memos, but you're not going to quote them correctly.
Security issued
We have
a
provided
memo?
you the-
Blah, blah, blah,
giving
blah,
you
blah.
permission to be inside of this post office taking video. Are you aware of that? If you guys violate my rights, I'm going to sue you.
He's
And
gonna
I
sue him
I just
anyway.
want to go buy a stamp.
The whole
No.
thing is they said you could be in the lobby.
It's
Hang
not
on.
up to them. It's up to the rules and
Can I
regulations
finish,
of the
please?
Postal Service.
Can I finish, please?
Absolutely. If you let
No.
me finish when you're done.
Absolutely.
Okay,
But
very
please
good.
let me finish first.
And what is it? Fitzmeyer? Is that how you pronounce it?
Good job.
Very good.
So they don't have a problem with you being in the lobby. right in the lobby area. They just don't want, as you wouldn't want somebody be standing behind you with video cameras to where you could actually get the transactions of their credit cards or whatever. So if you're back here in the back part of the lobby, they're okay with that.
Okay, can I
they
tell
just
you?
don't want you up close where somebody has their back to you and that person, you know how people are with their credit cards
I heard you.
nowadays.
Now, let me tell you something. First of all, in public, the onus is on you to protect your private information, not me. Secondly, I have hundreds of videos up online at post offices. Not one of them do I disclose anybody's personal information. Not what I'm here for.
Okay.
That's not my interest.
That is a lie, and I've seen that. I've seen him post personal information. I have not put that on my videos because I edited it out, but yeah, if you watch my other videos, you'll see that he's done exactly that intentionally.
Okay, so I have a very long established history doing what I do.
And being a liar.
100,000 views a day, people supporting what I do, and you're making a big mistake if you tell me I can't come in here and buy my stamp.
I haven't said anything
So
like that.
I'm telling you that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to video record my transaction. So when I do that, what are you going to do about it?
What I'm telling you is think about the other people that whenever there's people standing behind them with video
Sure,
cameras
that's why
and
they
how
put
they
that
feel.
little, that's why they put the little shield around the keypad.
I completely get
and
it.
they tell you to cover your information because that's your responsibility.
I
not
completely
mine.
get it.
So I'm going to go in and buy my stamp, and you guys can all have your powwow and figure it out. I'm telling you right now, I know what I'm doing. The Supreme Court has ruled on it. There is case law, and if you try to violate my rights, I'm going to sue you, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you
what
do.
I'd rather doing, I could have been out of here a half an hour ago.
No, you wouldn't.
I just want to buy a stamp. Okay, this is my son. I'm
Who gives
traveling
a-
this country with my son.
I know.
Okay, you know who I am. You know
Yes,
exactly who I am.
I do.
Right. So, and you know I'm going to go in there and buy my stamp, and you're not going to stop me.
Okay.
Right. So why don't we just cut the shenanigans? Let me go in and buy my stamp, and I'll get out of here, and these people will never see me again.
No, you
But
won't.
you're not going to violate my rights. It's not going to happen.
Are you gonna mail off your letter?
That's my whole purpose. This is a First Amendment audit, and I'm exercising my right to take video and photographs in public.
No.
And I do not want you to violate that right. You seem like a nice guy, Fitzpatrick. You really do.
I really am.
Yeah, you seem that way.
And doing this too long.
All right, well, you've been doing it too long to violate somebody's rights and lose your qualified immunity and get sued.
I don't want
that to
case law.
happen either.
I don't want Fitzmyer versus Nevada or
No,
whatever.
there's plenty of case law establishing my right already, as it is.
No.
I get it.
Yeah, so,
But-
are we good? Can I go in and buy my stamp and get out of their hair?
But with the postmaster here, we also want to.
The postmaster's subjective opinion is not law.
Okay, if you want to talk about case law, if you look at the cases, Supreme Court and otherwise, the Supreme Court ruled that segregation was illegal and unlawful. But prior to that decision, they also ruled that it was legal and lawful. So the Supreme Court has changed decisions many times. So, well, this court says I can do that. Well, there's probably another statute or a case that says you can't do that. So when you start talking about the law and case law, there are so many cases that could probably support both sides of the argument. A lawyer would know that.
Correct.
I go by their rules and regulations on postal property, which is in writing.
No, you don't.
And
That's what I'm-
I didn't read the writing. I
wanna
was
go read
standing
it
off to the
together?
side.
Nope.
Read it?
If you shut your cameras off.
No, I'm not going to shut my camera.
Okay. I don't need to go read it. My partner's already read it.
All right, so I hope you understand it.
No, we have a copy right here.
Good, so I hope you
He showed
understand
you
it.
the copy that you refused to acknowledge again.
No, I'm the one that told you to go read it.
Yeah,
Listen,
and I
that's
read
not,
it,
listen,
and
I'm
I'm
gonna,
telling you that it clearly states there that you must have permission from the postal master.
that's your subjective interpretation, which is
No, it's
incorrect.
what I read. It's
No,
what's
Fitz,
written.
Fitzmyer knows you're wrong.
No.
I never said he was wrong.
You know he's wrong.
No.
You know he's wrong. You don't have to answer the rhetorical statement. You know he's wrong.
So because
You want to read it together?
you can't identify yourself as part of any news
I don't have
media,
to identify myself as any
then
news.
other photographs.
This is not
may
other
be-
photographs.
be
Photographs
taken
may be
only-
taken from. Why are you
Can you
reading?
not touch my partner's phone, sir? I appreciate it.
Listen, I'm going to go inside by my stamp. You guys do what you got to do. If you want to stop, if you're going to tell me you're not allowing me to go buy my stamp, tell me that. And then I'll leave under duress, and then I'll sue you. No, you can go buy your stamp. And I'm going to record my transaction. And then I'm out of here. That's all. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, and you're going to create problems for yourself. There's no reason for that.
Give me 1 second.
And are you the postmaster, son? Or you're an inspector? I'm the postmaster. So you know I'm allowed to go buy my stamp. You know I'm allowed to videotape my purchase. You know that. So you should take a video of the school bars. I'm not.
Okay, this SOB basically undermined the police being there. Really you shouldn't be calling the police if you're going to be pulling this garbage. Oh, yeah, it's okay. So he completely undermined everything, said, okay, yeah, it's okay. He doesn't know Poster 7. He doesn't know the rules, and he's just caving in. And so many times with the post office and others, management caves in as they always do.
Interesting. I can't even see your screen. So
No, that's a lie.
Remember, cool? All right, good. So I'm going to go buy my stand. Thank you, sir.
So they let him buy his stamp.
I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm out here with my son. We get an education like everybody.
So the postal inspector, basically caved in and, if you want the police to back you up, give them some ammo. Don't take it away, but you won't do that. You call the police, then you hide. You call the police, and then you don't back them up. Well, this mess is really the postal inspector's fault, the postmaster general's. It's management fault. You can stop these frauditors. It's not that hard, but these guys don't want to do that.
So I just hope that what happened here today is a peaceful experience for everybody, and I hope it assists us going down the
Ignorant
road.
Gomez.
Get the benefit out of this situation. You never know. You might 6 months from now, something might happen. You might be like, man, I'm glad I ran into that guy at the post office.
No, we're not going to say that, you jackass.
So I appreciate you guys.
No, you don't.
Just doing your jobs, but let's try to stick to what it is and make it easier on everybody. There's enough scary stuff going on in the world. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you honoring your. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, old rectum face is a liar.
You swore an oath to the Constitution yourself too, didn't you? Yes. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you honoring that oath. We need that more in this world.
That's another debate you know nothing about.
Thank you, Deputy Osborne. You have a good day.
And he's always speaking about the Constitution. I'd like to hear from you guys in your comments. How many think he's ever read the Constitution? I'm going to say he didn't. Truth be told, I doubt that he's read the Constitution. Seriously.
Well, we can all go eat lunch.
Okay, trying.
I hope you don't think I was giving you a hard time, though.
You were giving me a hard
No,
time, but it is
sometimes-
what it is. I don't take offense to it.
Sometimes growth is painful,
Yeah, well,
And I hope you learned something today.
I hope you did too, but I don't think we're in the same page.
Well, that's a shame. So you're going to violate somebody's rights one day? Is that what
Have a
you're
good
telling
day,
me?
sir.
All right. Well, Fitzmyer, you're a true gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
I hope these guys learn from you and, maybe pay attention to what Fitzmyer's doing here. Take notes. No, it really is serious because you're in a position to ruin somebody's day for no reason.
And you are screwing everything up, and you shouldn't be doing that. And quite frankly, you need to be stepped on there, Mr. Gutter Trash. Anyway, anybody who watches this, I'd appreciate your comments.